record. Today we have another young Indian with us as part of the Voice of the Young series. Hello everyone, good to be with you once again. Today we have with us Vedant Shukla. He works for a US company, but sitting in Bengaluru, which I guess is the norm these days, sit in Bengaluru and work worldwide. Anyhow, over to Vedant. Let's hear from him.
Thank you so much, sir. My greetings to all the viewers, and first of all, thank you for inviting me here, and it's truly an honor to be here today with you and sharing this platform. So yeah, just to introduce myself, so I hail from the city of Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh. So just to give a brief, the city is already regarded as the leather city of the world and is predominantly nicknamed as the Manchester of the East for its chemical, textile, and various other. So now coming on to my basically the central government schools here, and I developed an interest in economics. So I was social sciences from the time it was introduced to me for the very first time. Later, I realized that economics is a subject that incorporates various elements from various social science disciplines such as sociology, psychology, and various others. So this multidisciplinary approach of economics, it makes economics a great blend of subjects of all the social sciences. So that's a very unique aspect of our great subject. So yeah, in my plus two, I had commerce with economics and but obviously, but without maths. So now here's a twist because I recently graduated from Delhi School of Economics, and it's hardly possible for a person with no mathematics background to pass the course there.
No.
So yeah, unfortunately, I had to drop mathematics, and the reason was lack of guidance. So generally, after our 10th board, there are some 2 months of break and we get. So I was good at mathematics, and I even started studying it by myself for the next grades. But in the meantime, I also joined few of my classes for accountancy and all. So this was the time when I guess I lost my mind and listened to a few of the advices which were definitely not good for me. So I was told, you better opt out of mathematics, you'll secure a good percentage in your plus two. So yeah, soon by the end of my 11th grade, I realized that that was a very big blunder I had made. So I lost my eligibility for various sought after courses in the country. And that one of the main courses I was looking at was BA Honors Economics at the University of Delhi. So basically all my dreams were shattered. But yeah, my love for the subject didn't allow me to shift to any other field such as accounts or management. And I decided that I'll go ahead with economics. And I guess then St. Xavier's College came to my rescue. So I genuinely believe that everyone in their life has this one event or a person or an institution after which they, completely transform into a new being. So I feel that Xavier's was that place for me. So it made me more liberal. It made me a better person, definitely. So it definitely stands for its values of inclusion and integration. However, the initial 4 5 months there also were very, very challenging for me, majorly due to the stark cultural shift I had to face, and sometimes due to my poor ability to communicate in English at a South Bombay college. So yeah, shifting to even Mumbai was obviously difficult.
Tell us a bit more about it. I'm interested in this. What happened in the college that was so new to you? I mean, look, everybody grows up in college, okay? Because
Yeah.
till high school, you are under the shadow of your teachers and your parents and your mohalla and so on, right? It's in college
Correct.
that you meet diversity, you meet all kinds of people and teachers who don't care much about you. You are on your own. So so tell us about it before you go forward. What was this cultural gap? What
Yeah, surely. So I guess with Xavier's and with Mumbai as a whole. So shifting to Mumbai was first of all very difficult, not just in terms of finances, but more than that, no one from my family ever left the state to go to the other state for higher studies.
Yeah.
So they had this Bollywood perception of Mumbai, the media depiction of, crime and gangsters.
Yeah.
So, however, once I settled there, I was pleasantly surprised by the overwhelming positivity there, the warmth of its people, and obviously the contagious enthusiasm is there. That is filled in the air of Mumbai. Definitely, it never sleeps, as we all know.
Mm.
So once I entered Xavier's, particularly, so I was amazed
So
by
why
the
did they
culture.
admit you? Why did Xavier's admit you? You said you didn't study mathematics, this, that, and all. Why did
Ah,
they? Why did?
no, so I had good percentage in my plus two.
Uh-huh.
That's because I dropped mathematics that time. But so they had this policy till the time I took admission that they allowed people from non-mathematics background also to go for the economics honors courses.
Okay.
So yeah, I opted for the economics, statistics, and commerce course, and then eventually we major in economics in the third year. So
Right.
that was the course structure. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how I eventually got in, and obviously my whole aim was to prepare for the entrance examinations of the Delhi school.
Yeah.
Now, preparing for Delhi school, obviously, like everyone knows that there is a strong mathematical background that is needed. So yeah, that's why I chose Xavier's out of the all available options I had.
Yeah.
So yeah, so as I was telling that professors were more like friends there, and obviously friends were more like family. So
Yeah.
very different culture, many fests going on,
Yeah.
numerous societies scattered. So it was a great package of education. So I also believe being a part of different societies and clubs really helped me in my personal developments and networking. So I started with something called extracurricular and cultural committee as a class representative. Then slowly moved to debating and quizzing society. Then Antas, it was a Bollywood fest there, and then eventually moved on to being the editor in chief for the economics declassified. So it was one of the newsletter of the
Yeah.
economics department there.
Yeah.
And then chairperson of Commercium, the Commerce Society. It was a society under the Department of Commerce.
Yeah.
So what I felt that all these activities really helped me become a well-rounded and a confident individual.
Yeah.
Whereas when I started there, I was very less confident when I saw people, communicating in English. I had no idea. It was hardly possible for me to even interact with people there, professors. So it took me some time. But I
Yeah.
guess being a part of all these societies and clubs, it
Yeah.
really helped me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess apart from this, I'm also a firm believer, and somewhere committed to driving social change as much as I can through volunteerism. And I believe that Xavier's inculcated this value in me.
Yeah.
So through social involvement program, it helped me to volunteer with one of the NGOs in Mumbai for a period of 1 year, where I taught kids from primary schools. And later I got associated with the Xavier's Resource Center for Visually Challenged. So you'll rarely see such centers in the colleges, but I saw like Xavier's was an exception here.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw this type of center situated within the campus. So basically, there I taught people with special abilities. Sometimes I also used to write their stories, their life stories, and present it to the humans of Xavier's,
Yeah.
which is a kind of publishing body. So yeah, I really love listening to people, their stories, their challenges, and basically how they overcome them.
Mm-hmm.
So there is like so much to learn from everyone. Everyone has their own stories.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was associated with Humans of Xavier's too for some time, and
Yeah.
later I worked with some other organizations too. As I got some flair of writing during COVID, so I participated in some sort of research works also at Harvard Business Review, and as their HBR member.
Yeah.
Then was a part of World Youth Council as a Teach from Home movement volunteer during the COVID time only.
Yeah.
So we help people during the COVID to at least they can study through their phones and however it was possible. So all these involvements also led to some sort of recognition. So Xavier's provided me with so Xavier's basically nominated me for Karmaveer Chakra Awards and Global Young Leaders Fellowship. So basically, I eventually got selected also for this. So this in turn also motivated me more to do more. So at the Delhi school, I was elected to be the head of Prayas, and Prayas was basically a social initiative under the director's office there. So there also, with the help of the team, we could introduce various different initiatives such as Social Service League, Humans of DSC, Stationary Drive, Plantation Drive,
Mm-hmm.
and much, much more. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
So that
somehow
was
you
on
learned
the
mathematics in this time?
yeah. So I could learn mathematics in in this 3 years, basically. So that was the next part I was coming on to. So
Yeah.
basically, Xavier's provided me with a strong academic background, and I think that's how I was able to crack the entrance exams of DSE. So all those subjects, mathematics, statistics were a part of the course there at
Yeah.
the bachelor's level.
Yeah.
And I would like to specially mention about one of my professors there. So he was
Yeah.
Professor Agnello Menezes, and he came from some sort of like a same background. He didn't had mathematics during his schooling time, so he suggested me a set of readings to go through. So I
Mm.
guess he was a person who always motivated me to join DSE or
Mhm.
ISI, try for ISI.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I prepared for DSE during my Xavier's time, and then fortunately I could crack it.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as I entered the Delhi school, I guess I would agree with the saying that's very famous on campus that clearing the DSE entrance exam is the easiest part of the whole journey. So a lot of yeah. So a lot of people ask me, and especially the aspirants there on LinkedIn, they reach out to me to how you were able to excel in the course even after having a weak mathematics background. So my response to them would be that yes, I had a weak background in mathematics, but I never let that come on my way. So
Mm-hmm.
there were a number of people coming from a very rich mathematical background, like they were coming from, like they did bachelors in economics from the Delhi University itself. Some people came from very prestigious institutions in Kolkata and West Bengal.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them couldn't survive even a single semester. And the problem lies in the fact that people just want to survive the course. On the contrary, I really enjoyed the course there.
Okay.
So yeah, wherever I had a shortfall, I learned on the go,
Mm.
and that's the mantra, I guess, to excel
Okay. Where
in
did you
any of
live
the
in Delhi?
courses.
Where did you live?
In Delhi, I was living in a hostel. For a few months, I was in a PG, and then I eventually shifted to a hostel.
But the university really doesn't have hostels for DSE, right?
Now we have, yeah.
Which one?
VK Arvira Hostel. So the founder, VK Arvira
Yeah.
of the Delhi school. So yeah, we have a hostel named after him only.
Oh, where
But
is
yeah,
it?
there are very limited seats. Yeah.
Where is this hostel?
So this hostel is nearby only. We have a Vishwavidyalaya metro station there. So just behind that metro station.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I mean, things change. Okay. All right.
Oh,
But
so
it was
you were
comfortable.
at DSC sometime?
I was in DSE 70 to 72.
Oh wow, I didn't know this.
But there were, anyway, those are stories of long ago. Okay. The only difference, or the main difference, is that the teachers at that time were today what are known as world-class people. Okay, that we were very. Of course, I was not a very serious student, so I didn't go to half the classes and suffered badly. But never mind that. Okay, I mean, they were simply. Today, you cannot match that. Okay, you had not only Professor K. N. Raj, but Jagdish Bhagwati, Amartya Sen, Manmohan Singh, Nagar Saab. I mean, they were totally world class, beyond belief. And so, even people, when I went to MIT, they even knew. They asked me, "Did you take this course in econometrics?" And I lied and I said yes. And they said, "Okay, you are So people knew, Delhi school was not just famous; it was actually world class. And the
Yeah.
professors were Shukumar Chakravarti, who went on to become a member of the Planning Commission. You Arjun Sen Gupta, you name it, we were being taught by them. That we didn't go to class, that's because we were young and foolish.
True.
So that's a different matter, but certainly it was a great place at the time. They didn't have this hostel, and of course, they didn't have this metro.
Oh.
But people used to stay in Jubilee Hall or Guire Hall,
Ah,
or
yes.
I used to stay in the School of Social Work hostel there.
Oh.
Okay. Before that, I was, since I was in Delhi in St. Stephen's, I thought, St. Stephen's was a very easy, there's not much teaching there. Otherwise, the same thing in Delhi school. only it
Oh
was.
yeah, you just had to move one road away.
Yeah, just one road. So we thought it's the same life. What's going to happen? But oh my God, it was a disaster. And I didn't even do mathematics in BA. I said, forget it, let me, I'm lazy, What the hell? Why to study mathematics, okay? So you suddenly go to Delhi school and boom, boom. Yeah, so anyway, it was very different at that time. You could still manage in some way, though not really very seriously, you could manage. And I actually learned calculus after I finished my MA, because I said, God, I had to learn integral calculus by myself. I said, this won't do. But anyway, that was different world. Life was very much more, let us say, simple and not so. But it was very tough. Okay, the courses were, as you said, were very tough, and the professors were very famous and very strict. And Mrinal Datta Chaudhary, transport, economics, K.L. Krishna. I mean, Dharma Kumar, professor of economic history. I mean, they were just world-class people in every single course. We were not world-class students, but that's anyway. You survived today's Delhi school. So how was it overall?
It was great, sir.
Yeah.
Like I had a really great experience. So,
Yeah.
like, did you all also had like a same dropout rates as we have today?
No, we didn't have the dropout rates, because you could basically you could pass, because the
Oh.
courses were not, they were tough to get high scores, but they was not tough to get pass marks.
Oh.
Okay, I mean, look, there's just no chance. I mean, I had good scores in BA, but there was no way I could get a good score in my MA, because simply too hard and not used to that. And most of my friends also didn't get high grades. There's no one really among my close friends who did BA Econ from Delhi and then went to do MA at Delhi school. We were all living in a daze, and nobody got good marks. Other people got good marks. We were just second benchers. But it was not no real dropout rates. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
No real dropout rates. Anyway, let's go on. How was it?
So today, though, I mean, the dropout rates are horrible. I mean, almost 20 to 30% people drop out of the course.
Yeah,
So,
it's because they have to keep up with the world these days. They are.
yeah.
It's just not going to be easy anymore. I mean, life is tough. Okay, so but you did well. Okay, right?
Yeah.
You had no trouble. We had a bit of an internet problem here, but let's continue. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you did well. Okay, you did.
Yeah, yes, sir. I did well, fortunately.
Okay, good.
So I would especially like to thanks, Professor Dua there, the director,
Yeah.
and also Professor Varun Das and Professor Maushami Das, if you've heard of. She's
Yeah.
a phenomenal macroeconomist, and so they really made my journey at DSE more memorable and full of learnings.
Yeah.
So I would just like to say that, in my brief journey, I've realized that the importance of education in transforming lives, like transform mind. So I've really realized the importance of education here. So it's not merely about acquiring knowledge and skills. It is a catalyst that that propels individuals from a state of uncertainty to a realm of endless possibilities.
Yeah.
And that is the reason that I wish to work for this sector in the future.
Okay.
So it is important to recognize education as a cornerstone of progress, and it really helps empowering communities. Also, I mean, on the journey of education, the role previously in one of the Vidpeds only, it was highlighted by one of the speakers. So yeah, I guess your mentor could be anyone, your teacher, parents are always your mentor, and even your friends could be your mentor. So yeah, their influence can truly make a significant in our pursuit of a successful and fulfilling life.
Well, I'm glad that
So yeah, that was a brief journey I had.
so you went from Kanpur to Mumbai to Delhi, and the culture is different in each of those institutions. A Delhi school doesn't have so much of extracurricular activities
No,
as BA. BA is full of, you learn, of what do you learn? Perhaps classes are 30%, 70% is in extracurricular. And
true.
in Delhi school, you don't have any time. You better,
No,
yeah.
it was purely academically
Yeah.
oriented institution.
Okay. And what about your friends from Delhi school? What kind of work are they doing?
So some of them went for research. So
Yeah.
some of them are currently working with the Institute of Economic Growth,
Yeah.
and some also went for pre-doc. And I guess uh, I guess those who went for the pre-doc, they generally wish to go for a full-time PhD.
Yeah.
And I guess half of, or I would say 60 to 70% of the batch sat for the placements, and I guess
Yeah.
most of them got placed. So yeah, generally the profiles we have here are more of risks analytics. Like nowadays we have more of a profiles on analytical consulting.
Yeah.
So it's a blend of consulting, analytics, and economics also, econometrics.
Mhm.
So yeah, those kinds of profiles are coming nowadays. So yeah, this is a general setup. So yeah,
So where have you have now shifted to Bangalore? Okay.
yeah, I've recently shifted
Yeah. So that's the fourth city, right?
city.
Yeah. Okay. And where do you stay? You have a rented place, or how do you manage? You're just new there. How do you manage?
Yeah, I've just rented a room here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just getting settled down. So I had to take a room, nearby to the office, so that
Yeah.
I can just walk to the office, because Bangalore traffic is really horrible.
Yeah.
But even during the night times, um, walking is not possible. So even during that time, traffic is a major problem. So
Yeah.
everyone just tries to take an accommodation near their workplace only.
Yeah.
And yeah, nowadays, even the rents and everything in the city is just hiking. Even after they opened, I guess after COVID, the rents and everything is just going higher and higher.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit difficult for people coming from outside. But yeah, I guess we all manage only.
Yeah, because they pay you enough. Okay. They know what it
Yeah.
costs and they pay you. Okay. Because otherwise you would leave. What's the point? You have to pay people enough money so that they can live. You know what the cost is, and you have to pay enough to make you viable there. So, what's your future?
In future, I believe, that one should experiment with different things. I guess for now, I was done with academics. It was a long journey. So I just wanted to try my hands on corporates. So I'd see how it will go. But obviously, I would always like to be associated with, the research side of the economics. Obviously, like in the very beginning, sometime my aim used to be to appear for the UPSC examinations. But then eventually what happened is that I liked this subject so much that I never wanted to prepare for UPSC, because obviously in UPSC you have to
Yeah.
learn various different subjects.
Yeah.
So I liked economics so much that I just dropped that idea.
Yeah.
So I might go for some economics role in public sector maybe later on.
Okay.
But yeah, first I would like to get some taste, corporate taste. Yeah.
Okay, fine. All right, great. Any last thoughts you want to share with us? Anything in your mind, burning issues, burning thoughts? I mean, you said something that the college made you more liberal. Maybe you
Yeah.
could tell us what does it mean?
So I guess I won't say just college made me more liberal. I would say traveling also made me more liberal. I changed as a person a lot. I guess my friends would know that, those who know me from 10, 16 years. So obviously once you move from one place to another place, you get to know people from different cultures, from different religion, uh, practicing various sorts of different practices which you might have not known by the time you meet them. So I guess by traveling, by moving to different cities, I got to meet a lot of people. Especially in Xavier, I used to live in hostel. So that hostel was a great place to interact with everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I guess we became family, and uh, and that's why I said that I became more liberal in terms of people.
Yeah.
I guess now I'm more open towards new ideas, and I guess I'm open to change. I guess a lot of people have they stick to just one idea or one ideology, but I guess it's too early for me to stick to one idea or ideology. I would like to learn more, and yeah, and be a student always.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's end this here today. And uh, maybe we'll catch up with you 1 year later to see where you are, what you are doing, how you're feeling 1 year after corporate life. But for the moment, let me say bye to the viewers. I'll be back with another young person fairly soon or an expert on another topic. So bye, everybody.